You have any doubt from the last sessions? Like we discussed about inventory, we discussed about what we say ansible.cfg file, and we discussed about Ad-hoc comments, right? Do you have any doubts from that sessions? No doubts. Okay. So fine. Today we will start with the third chapter. The third chapter is all about implementing playbooks, right? But before we go with the third chapter, let me, like yesterday, we were discussing about, configuring Ubuntu as, you know, 1 minute. Ubuntu as a managed node, we thought of configuring it, right? So we will see. Just give me just 2 minutes. Let the machine gets reboot. The configuration will be almost same. Instead of vim, instead of yum, we should use pip here or apt get to install some packages. Rest of all configurations are same. Okay, so I'll give you the things. Let it reboot. Just wait. Get done. So here, what happened? What's going on? IPA, its a password is 170. Can you see this? Let us connect to the 170. Okay. Ubuntu. Just try to save and just try to log in. So I'm into the machine. So let me put the username and let me put the password. I am logged in. Let me change the settings here. Uh, right. Now you are able to see. So I'm having a control node here already, which I have powered on just now. Oh, note that where is the control node? This is my control node. So I'm going to log in the control node as a root. Then I'll try to switch to the normal user. So this is my manage node. Ubuntu is my manage node. So we want to configure this Ubuntu as a manage node here. First thing, what you need to do is very simple. Just run IPA command. Just run a host name. Host name it is taken as a student. So what I'll do is very simple. I'll try to change the host name here. NMDUI. No, it doesn't work. So host name CTL set hyphen host name. I'll try to put ubuntu .lab.com. Okay, it is asking the password because we need to do it with the help of sudo. Otherwise, it doesn't work, right? So host name here. So let's see. I'll try to update this IP address and host name on the control node. Okay, later we update. First, what we need to do is vi etc host file. So yeah, just save this configuration. Oh, sorry. What we need to do is very simple. We need to actually this is Ubuntu, right? You need to do everything with sudo. Remember, this is very important thing. I'll just try to save this, right? Now ping with hostname. See, you're getting a reply. Hmm. Now what we'll do is very simple. Now create one user add. Username is Ansible user. So even this should be done using sudo because as we work with Red Hat, right? So then after this, sudo password Ansible, just update the password. After we update the password, now what we need to do is very simple. After updating the password, we need to update this user into sudo. sudo vi vi sudo. Coming down here, we have a root alias, right? YYP. Sure. This is nano, I think, right? We need to use nano to edit this. Because nano is a default editor here. That's the reason. Okay, let's do one thing. Hmm. Why it is saying like this? So we have added that user to sudo. Let's do one thing. Let me switch to the mm, and after adding to the sudo, what you need to do was we need to see whether the latest version of Python is there or not. Hmm? So I think yum will work here. Yum list 36. So yum not found, it is saying. So you need to use apt. So okay, sud was sudo apt install Python. So I'm trying to install the Python latest one. So it says that I think the latest version of the Python is already there, I think. So sudo was sudo apt list Python. It is saying installed automatically. It is already installed. If it is not installed, you need to install it. Hmm? This is very important thing. Then after you install, after this installation is done, we have added the user. We have added the user into sudo, right? And then we have also updated the etc host file. Remember, then after this, what we need to do? Is there anything else that we need to configure? And you know that Ubuntu don't need any M repository because it has its own repository is already there on the operating system. Whenever you want to install any package, right? It immediately connects to the web-based. It immediately connects to the web-based repo from Ubuntu and it will try to install the packages. Getting my point? This is very important thing. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the control node here. And you know that we have generated the key, right? You remember? So first what we will do, I'll just try to say vim. Before that, sud was sudo vim. etc host file you need to update. First thing. So I'll just come down here. 192.168.27.170. Then ubuntu.lab.com. Then save this configuration. After I save it, try to ping. Once it get reply, we got a reply here. Then what I'll do is very simple. Now, like I'll go to the dot ssh directory. We have already generated a public key here. Can you see this? So try to copy this public key SSH hyphen copy hyphen ID hyphen ID underscore ECD SA.pub to the remote machine. So we're going to put this host name because we have a same user. No need to define the username. You know that very well. If it is a different user, before the host name, you need to define the username. Okay, I'll just try to press an enter, then just try to confirm yes, and try to set the password here. So once I set the password, now it says something here, cannot create a directory .ssh permission deny it is saying. So why we cannot create an .ssh directory? Let me switch to the Ansible user and try to define the password. So it's giving a warning here. So warning is
I
cannot
guess directory is not there.
create it. Really?
The home Ansible directory is not there.
1 minute. Let me check. lcd/home. Yes, you're right. So there is a problem with home directory. Mhm. ls-ld. So what we need to do here, manually you need to create, right? So sudo sudo mkdir. Okay, Ansible run ls-l. Then you need to change chow sudo sudo chow and on Ansible colon Ansible the Ansible directory. Now it should work, I think. Permissions also one important thing. sudo sudo mod 750 followed by Ansible. Now I think everything is fine here. Now let me again try to switch sudo sudo su hyphen Ansible. Now still, yeah, we are in the home directory. Now what I'll do is I'll try to again try to run this password. Yeah, 100% it has been done. And try to run this particular command to verify whether you are able to do SSH 100%. Now, what we did is we have configured our Ubuntu machine as a managed node. Whatever the required configurations we need, we have configured it. Now, I have also seen how we have tested how to log in without a password. It is working perfectly fine. And now what we will do is we will try to update this host name into the inventory and I'll try to run some ad-hoc commands, right? Now it should start working, right? So what I'll do, I'll just come out of it. I'll go to the project directory here. I'll just try to say ls, then I'll just try to open the inventory file. And as we open the inventory file, let me put the name of the host name here. So this is the way. I'll just try to save this. After I save this information, then what I'll do, I'll try to run a ad-hoc command to ping that machine first. So ubuntu.lab.com-yum ping. So we should able to get a reply. Yes, we are able to get reply. Can you see this? So like as we are getting a reply for ping, now try to use the ad-hoc command and try to run some more commands, right? So I'm going to run something called -a. I'll just try to run host name ctl. Now you just see here. So this is the way like how we are going to configure Ubuntu as my managed node. If ad-hoc commands are successfully working, there are 100% the playbooks also will work. That means it is clear that the communication between these two machines are perfectly fine. Is this clear or any doubts you have? But here, if you want to install some package on Ubuntu, right? Then what is a command that you will use? apt, right? Then you need to read a documentation for apt. So this is a documentation. So you need to go through this documentation and you need to see. To take an example, I want to install Apache 2. What will be your command? Okay, so the module will be apt-a. The arguments will be the name is equals to Apache 2 and state is equals to present. Right? I need to press an enter here. Then we will see how it's going to work. So what it is saying, you should wait, get it installed. Yeah, the installation successfully went on. Can you see that? So how do we know that? Again, we will try to run an ad-hoc command here saying that apt list apa apache 2. It says what it says installed. You're getting my point. Now, if you want to remove this package, what you will do instead of present, you will put absent. So it is done. Again, you want to check whether it is there or not. It says it's not installed. This is how exactly it's good. Any doubts here? Let me know. Okay.
బాలు గారు
Yes, please tell me.
sudo or file entry ఒకసారి చూపిస్తారా?
In Ubuntu,
Yeah.
can you see that line?
Hmm.
This is what exactly it's going to be. Is this done? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is all about. Okay. Let's do one thing. I'll just try to stop.